Okay, guys, we're back again, aren't we? Okay, we're back again to make the filling. Y'all get in here with me. We're going to make the filling for that pie crust that we just made together a little bit ago. My lighting's not too good tonight, is it? That's okay. It's light enough for you to see these apples. That's all you need to see. But y'all hop on here with me and let's make this filling. Okay, use whatever apples you have. Probably the best one are like the Pink Lady or the, what is the crisp? There's an apple that has the word crisp in it, and I'm drawing a blank right now. Your Braeburn apples, even your delicious apples, your Gala apples. I use any apples I have. Now, the green apples are a little tart, and guess what? That's what I had tonight because I use green apples in my juicing. So green apples it is. So we're going to put a little extra sugar to counteract that tart from the green apples, okay? I don't want it to be like a super sour bite of pie for whoever buys this pie, because y'all, it's going to go to a bake sale tomorrow for our kids, our high school kids. All right, so we've got the apples are already peeled up and ready. I didn't want to bore you to death doing that. And now we're going to make our mix that we're going to pour over it. This is my mother-in-law's recipe, Sharon Helms. Y'all know her? She passed away about 1.5 years ago, but I'm telling you, that lady was unbelievable. She could make the best pie crust. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to add this is a 1/2 cup. So we're going to add 2 of these, which will be 1 cup. We're going to add 1 cup of granulated sugar into our bowl. Now, if I had a sweet apple, I would only do about 3/4 cup because I don't like a super, super sweet apple pie. Do y'all like super sweet pie, or are y'all okay with like a little bit of tart? All right, so I'm not sure anybody's still up tonight. I don't blame you. I'm about ready to go to bed too, and I got 2 tests to make tonight for tomorrow. I'm going to use a pinch of joy is what my cute little, this is a 1/4 teaspoon. Actually, I need one bigger than that. Let's see. We got a dash of tenderness. Which one do we need for this Valentine's week? That's a 1/2 teaspoon. We'll use this dash of tenderness. All right, so we're gonna take our nutmeg and we're just going to sprinkle it in. I'll use my measuring spoon in just a minute. We're gonna just dash it in. It's probably like I don't even know that it's measurable. And we're gonna put a dash of salt. Okay. And then we're gonna go in with our cinnamon. I just had my cinnamon, there it is. We're gonna go in with some cinnamon. Let's see, I had me a new thing of cinnamon I wanted to show y'all that I found at TJ Maxx. Or did I give it away? I may have given it away. Y'all, I give so much stuff away. I'll have to show you next time. I don't see it right now. That's okay. I bought this new cinnamon I'm dying to use. It just won't be on this one. All right. We're going to do, this is a 1/2 teaspoon, and since it's the one I grabbed, we're going to do 2 heaping halves, which would be equal to about 1 heaping whole. Oh, goodness. And I think I'm going to put just a little bit more. That's probably equal to like a tablespoon, 3 teaspoons, something like that. All right. Just fill it with your heart. That's how I bake. Hello, Clara. How are you? All right. So we've got our nutmeg, our cinnamon, we've got our sugar, and we've got our salt. And we're going to stir it up. And you should have enough cinnamon that you have like a light brown mixture. I feel like I need just a little bit more cinnamon. What do y'all think? I'm going to put just a little bit more. And I think this is kind of a generic cinnamon. Do y'all buy name brand everything? Sometimes I have to get what I can get. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm in Dollar General and I need to grab something, I just get it. Okay, now we're just gonna trickle this over our apple pie. Now my son, he puts his in a bowl and he like tosses the apples with it. This is how Mimi did it, my mother-in-law. And so this is how I'm doing it. Okay. I just shake it down in there. All right. Now, I have another, actually, we're just going to use, I've got some real butter down in my container here. Oh, y'all couldn't see that, could you? I'm sorry. This is a whole new world for me. I've been doing this since the first part of January, and y'all, it's still a learning process. So I've got some real butter, and I'm going to take and I'm going to put some clumps of butter in 2 or 3 different spots. We'll say 3 different spots. Hey, Sarah. I made a homemade apple pie crust, and now I'm doing the homemade filling. And I'll put the recipe for each individual because it's 2 separate videos. My pie crust was one video, and my filling is another. Y'all, I'm just putting a little butter here, there, and everywhere, aren't I? Okay. You just kind of spread your little clumps of butter around. Now, I'm going to set this aside because I've got my other pie crust already ready that we made earlier in the other video. I'm going to throw some flour down here. And I'm going to get this pie crust out, and I'm going to roll it out. Sarah, you need to go watch my pie crust. If you don't make a homemade pie crust, you need to go watch me make it because it's super easy. Super easy. If you make it, let me know how it turns out. Okay, so this was half of my dough from earlier. I'm going to flour my rolling pin. Y'all, I'm more of a cook than I am a baker. I'm going to be honest. But I have been venturing a little bit with my baking. I'm just probably more comfortable cooking than I am baking. My sister is the baker for the holidays. I am the cook. She cooks too. But my son and my sister do the baking. So we're just going to roll this out to where it will fit right over the top of that apple pie, y'all. Gotta work it. Okay, that's about that width it needs to be. Now we're going to turn my pastry paper. Y'all, I'm fixing to be painting my cabinets. When I started looking at my kitchen through y'all's eyes, it was horrifying. Hey, Marcy Goodman, go watch my other video and learn how to make this pie crust. And then watch the beginning of this one, and it'll be my mother-in-law's apple pie filling. All right, we're just gonna spread this out, y'all. Keep your rolling pin floured. All right, we're about to get it there, y'all. Gotta really work it. You want to really work it and get it nice and big. You don't want a super thick crust, if you know what I mean. You want your pie crust to be kind of thin. And I'm just kind of rolling it out. I taught my students how to make this. Some of them turned out good, and some of them, they worked their pie crust to nothing. It didn't turn out that great. And then some of them, they forgot to add their water, and oh Lord, it was hilarious. We have so much fun in that life skills class. I'm here to tell you, y'all ought to come visit. Hey, by the way, if you're local and you have some kind of specialty, get with me. I need some guests in my life skills class. They get tired of me. All right, we're gonna get this pie crust a little bit closer. And I'm gonna take my pastry dough. You'll see what I'm doing. And I'm peeling that dough right off of that. Look at that, how beautiful. Just look at the beauty of this thing, y'all. Let me get over here. I always get too far. and you can't see it. I gotta get better at this. Let me push that back a little bit so you can see this business. Y'all don't need to just see my big head, my big fuzzy haired head tonight. My hair's got a mind of its own here lately. I feel like I'm always talking about it because when I see it in the camera, I get scared. Y'all are probably scared too. Hey, Brother Salinas. We're making apple pie. I don't know what that is in Spanish. I don't know it. But you can put it in your app probably and figure it out. Okay. That's a wonderful Chilean family that I got to know during COVID. They came here and they got sick with COVID and we had to help take care of them. And they got kind of stuck here for a while. We like to not got them back to Chile. All right, so you see what I'm doing? I'm just kind of trimming the edge off my pie. You don't want to trim too much, because what you're going to do is you're going to kind of tuck it up and pinch it in with that other one. Y'all, it's going to be pretty. Hey, Sarah, this will be for sale tomorrow night for the bake sale at church for the high school kids that are going to the Ark Encounter. We're doing a bake sale fundraiser. Now, if this is no good, just don't tell me. Don't tell me. It's been a while since I've made it. I told you I wasn't that much of a baker. But I do love me some homemade pie crust. And y'all, this is so soft. I just want to touch it. My hands were clean. So if you buy it, my hands are clean. I'm going to have to patch this little spot right here. That's the great part about this. Now, you could get fancy. I'm not fancy. There ain't nothing fancy about me. I do get a little bougie with my glasses, y'all. I got a glasses problem right now. I think I'm going through midlife crisis. Y'all think? I don't know. I hope it is, Sarah. Whoever gets it. I don't want them to put a name on it. That way nobody will know if it's not good. All right, now I'm going to take a spoon. I'm going to show y'all what I'm going to do to the edges. I'm going to take a spoon. And I'm going to... Let's see. Let's use the other part. Sometimes that's not doing right. Let's do this way. Yeah. And I'm making like a little scalloped edge with my spoon. You can also use your fork and do a fancy crust. In my life skills class, one of my girls did that when we were making pie crust in class. Y'all ought to see us cooking in my classroom. It gets ridiculous. It's messy, but them kids love it. They're out of the cooking unit, and now they're learning how to write resumes and fill out applications. It's the greatest class ever. I'm going to have to call my son back. He's a-calling right now. All right, now I have my crust ready, and I'm going to take a fork, and I'm going to do me 3 fork holes in here, like that. Little vent holes. Okay, now, just in case it wants to, like, bubble out and ruin your stove, so to speak, I'm going to put this on a cookie sheet. I think what I'll use, I got to get me a new big cookie sheet. I'm going to put it on this pie pan. And we're going to put some aluminum foil in here. You're going to get stepped on. Because the pie pan has holes, I'd be defeating my purpose if it started spilling. Alright, y'all, I thought I had my oven turned on. We're going to turn it on 375. And it's going to cook for about an hour. Okay? And y'all, I got to be sure and tell them I want my pie pan back. This is my fancy stoneware, but it cooks so nicely. All right, we're gonna let that oven heat up. Thank y'all for joining me. I'm gonna put the recipe, give me a tiny bit to get on there and put the recipe on there for those of you who just hopped on. And y'all go make you a pie, and I'll talk to y'all later. I love y'all.